Okay. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Thank you for meeting us today. My name is Ainul Mardia, and I am a TESOL student from MSU College. So, my group is working on an assignment for our subject testing and evaluation course, which is we're gonna compare UPSR and UASA for primary six students. So, we'd love to hear your thoughts on both assessment, their strengths, weakness, and how they impact students. So your insights will help us understand this system better. Before we start, may we have your permission to record this interview?
Okay.
The recording is only for our report and presentation.
Okay.
Uh,
Meaning to say you're going to show this video to your class.
yes.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
so
try.
let's move on to the background questions first.
Okay.
So to start, could you introduce yourself, teacher?
Okay. My name is Zurina binti Zainuddin. So I'm 43 years old. Been teaching for 17 years. 17 years. This is my second school. My first posting was in SK Srigaya in KK. So this is my second school.
So thank you. So have you taught students who sat for both UPSR and UASA?
Yes, both. Yeah.
I see.
So he's actually one of them.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, he was my student.
I see. Okay, so
UPSR, wait, UPSR? Year 2000? Was it 16? 17? 2017.
I see. Okay, so I'm gonna pass this to my other friends to continue the questions.
Okay, hello, assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Alatul Blela.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask you 3 questions only. So the first question is, can you explain the UPSR format for the English subject?
Okay. Previously, the UPSR format was different from USA, for the current USA. So previously, we have two papers, which are the first paper is normally is objective, and then the other one will be the writing. Okay. So the format is actually quite different from the current one. USA, I have to say, in terms of the difficultness of the questions is also different. The level of questions. So I can say that during the UPSR, the students were more, how do we say it, focused on answering the format question, whereby they have to practice all the time. Especially you were there, kan? Okay. They have to do drilling. The grammar questions, the writing questions, and then we have section by section, kan? So yeah, it's quite different from the current punya USA.
I see.
In terms of the format lah. Even the level of difficulty of the questions are also different. Yeah, I have to say.
Okay, that's all. Okay, let's move to the next question. What are the strength and the weakness of UPSR?
UPSR, right? Okay. Yeah. So the strength would be, I have to say that these students, the students, they have to work really, really hard because it was UPSR, which they have to achieve, their results at the end of the day. They have to achieve grades. Yeah. I'm not saying that right now they don't have grades, no, but it's just that they really, really have to work hard. Yeah. It's not like right now they're like santai, chill. Yeah, I won't say it's weaknesses. It has pro and cons. Okay, the strength, of course, I can compare. It's quite what do you call it? It's quite obvious that the previous students, they're more, can I say, they're more better in terms of writing compared to the current students. Like right now, we quite emphasize on speaking. Not to say that writing is not important. It's not important. Yes, all the skills are important. It's just that the way we assess students are different now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the last question. How did COVID-19 impact UPSR before it was abolished?
Okay, a lot actually, because it took 2 years, I think, for the students didn't come to school. Yeah. And we have difficulty in terms of pupils have the internet access. Yeah. Okay, so at that one is a major problem if you don't have that one. So in terms of internet, we don't have, then we move on to this module. So the students have to come and pick up the module, and then once they finish, they have to send it. Yeah. So it's at home, parents can help, brothers can help, sisters can help. So we cannot assess them 100% on their effort. It can be their brothers help, the parents help them. So in a way, actually, the good thing is the parents involved in the students' punya kerja. And in other way pula, sometimes it's not pure the students punya effort lah.
Yeah.
It's more on, Mami, please help me to do this. Mami, I have this one, and everything Mami ajar, Didi ajar. So quite hard to assess students at that time. And then in terms of for those who do not have the internet access, and then they didn't even come to school to collect the module, that will be, they're quite left behind. So it's very hard for them to catch up now. We can see the pace is quite slow for them. So we have to start from basic, from vocab, for them to understand, and then to make sentence, and then to, the process is quite different. And it took time.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, teacher. My name is Queen Berlin Priskapita. You can call me Queen. So now we're going to ask about understanding the USA in new system.
Okay.
So first, what is the USA format for English?
Oh, okay. USA format. Now you can see here, these are some of the questions lah. Okay, we were given this. There are. Wait, let me check. 4, 5. Yes, 5, 7 parts. Okay, it is divided into 7 parts. So the first part, we have the objective questions. Okay, there are 20 questions, if I'm not mistaken. And then you can see here. Okay, and then we have. Okay, so 20 questions, 15 to 20, like this. Okay, and then fill in the blanks. Fill in the missing letters. Okay, so it is topical for this part. Okay, based on one topic, and then you choose, and then there's part 6, we have writing, and as well as part 7. Okay, for part 6, we have formative writing. Okay, and then for the last one is writing lah, karangan biasa. Alright, okay, so basically that is USL lah. It is different from the UPSR because UPSR were divided into 2. So we have paper 1 and paper 2 kan? You guys 2017 batches kan? Okay. So yes, it's different. So right now we only have one paper only. These are the differences.
So that is the huge difference
Mm.
from before.
You can see kan? It's actually, you guys can see lah. Okay, later lah, you guys see the level of questions, yeah? So this is what were given to us lah, on what type of questions can be given to the students according to the level lah. So there are difficult questions, and then medium difficulty, and then quite easy one. So we also have the high order thinking skills, HOTS questions. Yeah.
So I see. So from this UASA examination, so what are the strengths for this examination?
UASA. Okay. These questions can help overall students. Okay, secara menyeluruh lah, because there are easy questions, there are mid-range questions, and then they have the difficult questions. So everything is in here, especially the part 1. I have to say that the part 1 helps a lot for students lah, especially for those, because it's ABC lah. You only have. I'm not saying students can hantam, no, but somehow it can help a lot, because for students who do not know, quite poor in writing, this part can help them. And then this one also, when reading they have difficulty in reading as well. So still, it's, what do we call this? Multiple choice kan, MCQ, right? And it's only ABC, only 3 choices. So like last time during EPSR you have 4, right? A, B, C, D kan. Right now they only have 3 only. So it's quite, it can help students lah. Okay, and then we have like this missing letter, fill in the missing letter. When it comes to writing, then there will be a problem lah. Like I have to say here, this part will be the biggest challenge lah for students. Okay, but in overall, UASA ni, they can cover parts where they were quite poor in, and then helped by the first part. I have to say the first part and the second part, fill in the missing letter. Okay, and then one more thing, during EPSR, the soalan is quite, apa tu orang cakap, centralized kan, diturut daripada ini yang turunkan kan, keluarkan. Like this, we prepared. The school prepared the questions lah. So we know how to focus, which student to focus, macam tu kan. So which student yang kita akan tolong, bantu. So somehow we have to prepare based on secara keseluruhan, ya, different. Secara keseluruhan lah, ada budak yang quite tidak berapa good in their writing. So kita try untuk bantu dorang daripada segi multiple choice question macam tu lah. Okay?
So it's easier to see to evaluate the students, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So last question for this section is, are there any weaknesses for this
UASA.
UASA?
It's still early to say that. I must say it's still early. Yeah lah. For me, it helps a lot of the students, especially because after the COVID-19 kan, pupils were quite ketinggalan. Some of the students lah. So in order to catch up all that thing, the basic punya things kan, because like this English is not their first language here lah. Of course, it's not their mother tongue pun. BM ataupun here Bajau kan. So it's not their first language. It's not even their second language. So it's not easy for them. It's not the daily conversation punya language. So in order to catch up all those, we have to think about how to help them lah. So have to step back sedikit, mundur sedikit, go to basic first, slowly catch up, because this is still new. Okay, so I cannot say this is good, this is bad. No, because it's still new lah to me and new to them as well. Kan? But somehow I have to say it helps a lot. It helps a lot because the questions were not so difficult compared to UPSR. If these students were given the UPSR format, there will be a problem. Okay, but now so far maybe this is just the stepping stones lah for in the future. I'm not sure whether the UPSR will be coming back ke tidak, but we'll see how.
That's so interesting to
Yeah.
know. So that's all for this section. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, thank you.
So hello teacher, my name is Raiza Sulfika, you can call me Raiza.
Uh-huh.
So for the last section, I only have one question. So do you have any suggestions to improve WhatsApp?
Okay, a suggestion to improve WhatsApp. As I mentioned earlier, WhatsApp is still new. I won't say that it's not good or bad because it's still new to us, it's still new to the students, it's still new. Okay, but in terms of if I would say to improve, yes, of course, I would say that there are some that can be changed. I would say like that. Can be changed into something more challenging for the students. Okay, like if I say the questions are easy, not so, because we have level of question difficulty in setting the questions. Ada yang senang, ada yang susah, kan? So it's fair lah. Mana yang high like apa orang cakap ni? Yang hebat punya student ni, they will have difficult questions lah. Yang untuk senang, yang ini yang senang sikit lah, yang susah ini budak-budak yang low lah, right kan? But somehow it might take time for these type of questions to berubah. Okay, because every soalan format dia tidak akan berubah dengan drastic lah. It will not be drastically changed. Okay, they have to slowly and then analyze the marks, punya students punya marks macam mana. If it's okay and then bagus, then they will change sikit demi sikit. So for me, I would say maybe they will try to not improve. I won't say improve. Maybe try to look at the format of questions, like in order to challenge the students lah. That's all. If I say ini senang betul, not so, because we have to think the lower students. We have to think of them. Kalau yang the yang advanced students, we don't have any problem with them. But for those yang ini kan tertinggalkan, they will always tinggal and then left behind. They would be like macam down untuk belajar English. We don't want that. Kita mau juga dorang at least catch up, at least try to understand, try to be on same par. Semua pun kita mau level lah sama. Advance, yes, they will work their own way lah untuk to be advanced. But for those yang sudah tinggal, we don't want them to terus kan drift apart lah, like that. Okay.
I think teacher, that concludes our interview.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Thank you
teacher
so much.
for taking the time to share your experience and
Yeah.
insight with us.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Yes, welcome.